friends, and welcome to our second insert of electric guitar lessons for our Every Nation Tswane music teams. Excited today. I'm gonna have some fun with some pentatonic scales, also some technical exercises, some hammer-ons and pull-offs, and then also gonna just look at a song where we're gonna apply both of those techniques and concepts together. So let's get right to it. So first, I thought I could just talk to you about was hammer-ons and pull-offs. Now, this is a bit of a technique. If it's new for you, it's maybe going to take some practice, but it's really something that makes your playing very musical, and you can really use and is being used in so many electric guitar lines that you'll hear. So, and this is going to take maybe a little bit of strength that you need to build up. So this is going to be like you're going to the gym. So I'm just going to show you a short little exercise which you're welcome to do at home, and this will really help you to build up the strength you're going to need to be able to use this technique effectively in your playing. Good. So just a short little exercise that you can use with this. So you can go on the first fret, on the fifth fret with your first finger, and first we're going to look at the hammer on. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick with your right hand, you're just going to pick once, and then you're going to put your second finger on the sixth fret, so that the sound doesn't stop, and that's the trick of a hammer on, so that the sound continues after you've put your second finger onto that fret. So it will sound like this. Great stuff. Then a pull-off is the exact opposite of that. So we will start with your second finger on the sixth fret, and you're going to play the note once, and then you're going to pull your finger off of that string, but then also so that the sound of the string still remains sustaining after you've pulled off your second finger. So it'll sound like this. So I don't know if you can see that, but notice that I'm not playing the string twice, where as you usually would maybe play it twice to keep the sound ringing. I'm not doing that, so just playing it once and then pulling off. So if this is a new technique for you, you can really spend some time just practicing that and doing it with all of your fingers. So a good exercise for you would be just to go and then go to your third finger also for the hammer on, and then to your fourth finger, and then for the pull-offs you can just do it the other way around, going from your fourth finger, from your pinky, pulling off to your first finger, and then for your third finger, pulling off to your first, and then for your second to your first. Alright, so if this is not a new technique for you and you are accustomed to this and you've been using it, up until now it would have been very easy for you to follow and to do what I've done. But I'm going to give you a bit of a challenge, and this is something you can use to really just build up strength in your left hand when it comes to being able to use this, and also just in general, maybe if you're struggling to do bar chords, this will also be an exercise that really builds up strength in your left hand if you apply this next exercise I'm going to show you now. So a great technique that also gets used a lot is a hammer on and a pull off on the same pick or strum or whatever you want to call it. So it will go something like this. First you play, and then you're going to hammer on and pull off in the same while the string is still ringing. So it's going to sound like this. right, and then obviously you can also do that with the rest of your fingers as well. So you can do it with your third finger. All right, and now for the ultimate guitar hand strength gym exercise. So I don't maybe advise to do this if you haven't maybe just warmed up a little bit or anything like that. Um, but this is something I've used to really exercise my left hand. So as an exercise, you can do a hammer on and pull off on each finger, and then alternate them like that, and that will sound something like this. All right, and keep doing that for 2 minutes, and you'll have a burning left hand. So that's something you can, if just the hammer on and pull off technique is not something new to you, you can still use this exercise to really strengthen up your left hand and make sure you have really conquered the hammer on and pull off technique. Yeah, so and then if it's a new technique for you, I really just advise you to just start with doing a hammer on, and then on your third finger as well, and then going back with the pull-offs. So yeah, right through the whole idea of this is to get volume on the string after you've done the hammer on and pull off. So we don't want something like this. You still want the string to keep on ringing, and for that you're going to need to just come down maybe a little bit harder on the string, and make sure you're doing it with the right on the tip of your finger. All right, good. So that's it for the hammer-ons and pull-offs. I'm sure those exercises will keep you busy a bit. And then for our pentatonic scale. So just maybe I'm just going to do the minor pentatonic scale today. Now the pentatonic scale is a fantastic scale. It's penta, meaning 5, meaning it consists of 5 notes. And what makes this scale so great is the fact that there's almost no wrong notes. If you're playing within the key where you are, the pentatonic scale is almost guaranteed to sound musical and fit with your playing. Even if you're doing improvisation, pentatonic scale is used so much in blues guitar and also classic rock, and also in worship. So it's a great scale to sort of start off if you want to venture into the realm of improvisation. It's a great scale to start off if to work from if you want to make maybe like a lead line or something to a song you're composing. So yeah, let's get right to it. So for today we're just going to do the A minor pentatonic scale, which you're going to start on the 5th fret on your top E string, and you're going to be on the 3rd fret, and then on the 8th fret with your pinky, then on your A string, the next string, you're going to be on the 5th again, and then on the 7th fret with your 3rd finger, next string, same, and then on your G string you're going to be on the 5th fret again, and again 7th, B string, 5th, 8th, and then E string, 5th, 8th again. Good. So if we play it through, it will be something like this. And then we can go back from the E string again. Great stuff. Very easy. Nice and easy scale, 2 notes per string. So your picking is also gonna be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, all the way. So that makes it really an easy scale to play as well in terms of your right hand technique. So what I really encourage you to do is practice your scales along with a metronome. So I'm gonna just get my metronome ready here quickly. And then obviously you want to start off maybe at a slower tempo and then work your way up to a faster tempo on your metronome. So I'm starting off here on 80 BPM. All right. Okay, great, easy stuff. If that's easy for you and you can follow that, then you can speed it up. If it's not, you can slow down. That was 80 BPM. If you want to do it slower than that, I think it's always better to start slow and build up your speed than to try and play it at a speed that you're actually not comfortable with. Great. So, yeah, in terms of metronomes, very important. Don't skip this. We all have smartphones these days. There are probably 1,000 metronome apps out there that are free that you can download on your phone and it will probably be the best app on your phone if you want to grow in your guitar playing. Playing along with the metronome is absolutely key. Especially these days at church where we're playing along with tracks. It's all synced to a metronome. It's better to start practicing with a metronome and to get comfortable playing with a metronome in your own bedroom than to have to be on stage and to try and play along with it then. So I absolutely recommend practicing with a metronome, and every other drummer and musician will tell you the same. So good, so we did that at 80 BPM now, so we could also just speed it up a bit. Let's go to 100 BPM. Alright, same pentatonic minor, A minor scale. We'll go something like this. And then I want to show you, there's so many different ways to use this scale, but and different minor pentatonic licks and things, and there's a million of them online. You can go and find some if you want to learn how to improvise using this scale. I'm just going to show you something very basic, but it's just a little bit of a variation on the minor pentatonic scale and something I have actually used before. Doing improvisations, and I've also heard a few electric guitarists use this also in solos and improvisation. So we're literally just gonna take this pattern that we have and do it 3 strings at a time. So what I mean by that is we're gonna take the top 3 strings, play them, and then we're gonna start from the A string, the second string from top, and then from the D string, and then from the G string. So if you put that together, it will sound like this. Very, very simple variation, but it actually sounds pretty cool. So once again, let's try that with a metronome. I'm doing it at 100 BPM again. you can also do that going back. So you can great. So once again, if that was too easy for you, we've been playing it on the 8th notes now, the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and of the metronome. If that was too easy for you, you can try doing it with the 16th notes. I'm going to attempt it now. If I fail horribly, laugh with me. We're all growing. Okay, a bit shaky there in the beginning, but you get the point. All of these things you can apply in different subdivisions, either the 8th notes or 16th notes. All right, great. So what I want to do now is I want to take these two different techniques that we've learned today, the hammer-ons and pull-offs and the pentatonic scale, and I want to combine it in learning a song. So one of the songs that should be quite familiar to you and that we've been playing quite a lot in our citywide church, Tribes by Every Nation Music or Victory Music, actually uses both of these techniques, or the minor pentatonic scale and hammer-ons and pull-offs, in the lead line for the intro. All right, so let's look at that. How did they use it? Let's dive in. So this song is actually in the key of E flat on the album. So we're gonna be here on we're gonna use our minor pentatonic scale, but our C minor pentatonic scale, which starts here on the 8th fret. So then it's gonna look something like this. Okay, so this line actually starts on your pinky finger, on the bottom E string. Okay, so how this line starts is just with picking this note twice and then pulling off to your 8th fret with your first finger. Okay, so just picking it twice and then pulling off, and then we go to the string above that. You can see keeping perfectly with your minor pentatonic scale. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pull off twice from the 11th fret to the 8th fret. So it starts putting those two together. It will sound something like this. Okay, and then and then the next part is you're gonna be there on your 3rd finger on the 10th fret, and you're gonna just slide it back. So that's just the alternative to a hammer-on or a pull-off. You can also take that note and just slide it back. So we had the first part now, and then we're going, and then we're just ending on that note again. So sliding back to this note, that note, and that note you can hear is the exact same note. So they're staying completely within the minor pentatonic scale. So let me just put all of that together. Maybe a little bit slower. Okay, and then maybe at the tempo that the song is being played. Great stuff. So they play that I think 3 times, and then the last time they just add a little line at the end of that. And that line you're going to start on the 5th fret on the G string. So it's going to be a pull off from the 5th to the 3rd. So you have put 2 pull-offs there, one from the 5th to the 5th fret to the 3rd on the G string, and then you have again on the D string, and then you just end on the 1st fret on your D string. Good. So if you put the whole thing together, all right. Good. I hope that helps. There you can clearly see the pentatonic minor scale being used, as long as the hammer-ons and pull-offs along with the pentatonic minor scale to achieve that line. So yes, please, any questions, any comments, post them. I hope you had fun. Please keep on practicing with your metronome, and then I'll see you guys next time.